For Scorpio, during this period you may find yourself paying special attention to etiquette, manners, proper conduct, and subtlety in both words and actions. You may encounter people who make you think, why is this person so tactless? Or feel that the way they speak comes across as a bit rough or lacking refinement. You might sense that they could have expressed themselves in a gentler, more polite way. In other words, this is a phase when you're more likely to come across people who feel somewhat off, slightly out of sync, or misaligned with your own standards and sensitivities. This can stem from the fact that you yourself may be very serious, well-organized, and proper in the way you live and carry yourself, which naturally draws in people who are quite the opposite. On the other hand, if you see yourself as someone who tends to be a bit careless or not overly meticulous, then during this time you may instead attract very strict, rule-bound, and highly principled individuals, people you find hard to work with or difficult to harmonize with. Overall, today, tomorrow, or over the next few days, the relationships that appear in your life may not be the ones you would ideally choose, but rather relationships that feel challenging, almost like lessons or life assignments placed in front of you. In addition, for Scorpios who are about to return to work within the next day or two, your career energy is showing signs of improvement. Gradually adjusting your mindset and shifting back into work mode is extremely important. If you return to work while still feeling sluggish or mentally loose after a break, you're much more likely to make mistakes. That's why, starting now, it's best to proactively rekindle your sense of responsibility, mentally prepare yourself for work, and restore your rhythm slowly but steadily. At the same time, you may be carrying many tasks in your mind, feeling that this needs to be done and that cannot be ignored either. However, what matters most right now is not doing everything at once, but focusing on one task at a time. Choose one thing, complete it carefully, and only then move on to the next. Working step by step will be far more effective than trying to juggle too many things simultaneously. Your personal processes, rules, and work routines become especially important during this phase. Furthermore, as pressure and responsibility increase, some of you may feel weighed down by external expectations or overwhelmed by demands placed upon you. This can even affect your physical body. Some may lose weight, while others may crave sweets as a way to cope with stress. Responsibility is necessary, but be careful not to let pressure crush you. Knowing when to rest and how to release tension is just as important. The lucky food for Scorpio during this time is chocolate.